about this? Wait. What about this? What about this tree here? And welcome to a misty Longshore estate, and I don't know how many more misty shots we're going to get because it seems to be lifting very quickly this morning. Now today in this video I'm going to follow the advice of a subscriber, Mark Thorpe, thank you, suggested that I dump the tripod and I go handheld. So I'm handheld today. I've got my strap on. I have got a tripod with me that I'm going to put you on in a little while, but we're just going to spend some time going round getting some shots of these trees in the mist whilst we've got the opportunity. So less talking, less video filming, more photography of this mist, and it keeps coming and going. We've moved up onto higher ground, so hopefully that's gonna get us some shots. Let me see how we go with handheld, and I will talk about the differences that I feel we experienced going handheld to using tripod. I'm with Eddie Skelson, who's just lost a microphone and he's just wandered back looking for it. So whilst we're waiting for him to come back, here's some footage of a new piece of kit he's got, a hover drone, and it looks pretty good, but it also looks pretty dangerous as well. Yeah, a bit further down. Well, Eddie's got a new toy, and it's a hover camera, and he's just having a play with it while this mist happens to be lifting. So we ain't got a shot of this mist yet. Bit to the left as well, look. If you look to the left, there's some. What about this? Wait. What about this? What about this tree here? Fucking loads of trees. Oh, the scene, not a particular tree. You know, if this hover, are you insured for this hover hitting me? Got the covers humans. Let's have it. Stop now. Yeah, there might be something there. Yeah, okay. So this looks a pretty useful toy for filming some B-roll. I'm liking the look of this, but I'm not getting one. I'll pass. Okay, I've just walked, I left Eddie down there sorting his kit out, still looking for this missing microphone. Just walked up onto some higher ground, because I can see quite a large tree here. And one of the beauties of handheld is, particularly on this strap, and I will show you this strap in a bit, because it's a twin strap. The beauty is it's already out, it's hanging on my leg on the right hand side, so it's ready to go. All I need to do is pick it up and switch it on, and I can take the shot, and that is a positive of handheld. Okay, we'll do upsides and downsides of tripod versus handheld, and one downside of handheld is we need to choose higher ISO, which delivers us a higher shutter speed, so we do need to keep the camera obviously nice and still, whereas on the tripod we can choose a low ISO and a low shutter speed, because the tripod keeps the camera rock steady. It's a magnificent tree, but unfortunately as we spin round now the mist has all but gone. There's a massive clump down there in Grindleford, but high up it's pretty much just disappearing off the landscape. Well, that's just the way landscape photography goes. So another upside of handheld photography is that you obviously haven't got to carry the weight of a tripod, so that's less weight to carry. We've walked into Padley Gorge now because we saw there was still mist over there, and as we've got here it's disappeared. Today is not a lucky day for us at all. So another downside of handheld is, as I'm walked down here to Padley Gorge, obviously your camera's exposed, hanging down on the side of your leg, so if you go through a wall or anything you could easily bang your camera. So that's a downside of being handheld. So the downside of handheld, I just took a waterfall shot down there. We obviously can't get that long milky exposure handheld. It's a downside of waterfalls. An upside of handheld is less faff. I am taking more shots in Padley Gorge because I've not got to faff and set the tripod up, so that's a big bonus. So let me show you this black rapid strap that I'm using today, not sponsored by the way. And this one, I've got two of them. I've got a single one and a double. This is the double, so if you're doing a wedding shoot you can have two cameras, one this side and one this side. I prefer using the double for single shooting because it's better padding. The single one doesn't feel so secure, but this feels rock steady, so the camera hangs at the side of you. When you want to do a quick draw shot, camera up, shoot. I've obviously bought a tripod because that's what you're standing on, and I might use that in a bit to do some waterfall compositions. I can see one down there. I think that's what Eddie's taking. But going handheld is a breath of fresh air, but it does have its limitations. So ISO, getting the shutter speed, long exposures, but it does have its upsides and I've really enjoyed it. So thank you, Mark Thorpe, because what I probably can do in future is on shoots is do a bit of both. Use the tripod when I need it to do long exposures, or when I want to do a shot with a slower shutter speed and a lower ISO. Maybe we use a combination of both, but for sure I've took more shots going around here today. So yeah, so it just shows the power of people commenting on your videos. Thank you very much. What's that? I think somebody's got a remote control, an adult has got a remote control vehicle. Yeah, okay. today just doing some intimate shots now with the 100 to 400mm on the green of these trees. And we've obviously had a bit of a model shoot there. Eddie was moaning about the green, and now we've just had red and green there. So yeah, a few intimate shots of the gnarly trees and the branches, and then I think we're going down for a bit of a bite to eat in the cafe. Hope it's not shut for restoration with it being Sunday. So you're using tripod here, Eddie. Why haven't you gone handheld on this?
Because I'm wank. Right, why am I using tripod? Because I'm almost certainly going to bracket the shot. But I'm going to do a lot of shots of this, so I want to get it right. I honestly feel this could be like one of the shots of the day for me. Not necessarily for everyone else, but for me, I really like this composition because it is a composition. It's a bunch of things coming together to appeal to my eye.
Yeah.
So I've done straight handheld shots with the 70-200, just in case you think I can't, and then I'm trying this at different apertures because maybe I don't want the front rocks as bold and I just want to catch that beautiful grey rock with the fronds, which I do like, and focus on that and make that the middle of the subject, and then a little bit blurry at the front, a little bit blurry at the back. Maybe with the bracket I'll blur the back out and have all the rest in sharp relief, you know, don't know. So the fact that I'm going to take time over this gives me those opportunities. The one thing I do have to get right, keep it level, because at the moment I'm shooting portraits, and if it isn't level, when I get home and I can't crop in, if it's not level, I'm going to end up losing the composition completely. So that's a valuable lesson. If you're going to do something like this, especially in portraits, it's not as forgiving. You can't afford not to have it leveled at the correct position, yeah? Which
is where the tripod comes in to itself.
Yeah, absolutely, especially if you're doing multiple shots for bracketing. I just want to drop that hateful ISO. I love this kind of stuff. This is...
Well, to see this shot you'll have to watch it on Eddie's video. So there's the perfect example of where a tripod comes into its own, really crafting the composition, not just simply pointing and shooting, taking time, looking at the image on the live view and really crafting. Yeah, you're crafting the shot here by adjusting, looking, rather than just handheld quick shot. So that's the value of the tripod. So we've just met a viewer, a subscriber, Simon. Nice to meet you, Simon.
Far too tall.
Yeah, too tall. And yeah, it's nice to meet people that watch our silly videos sometime.
What do you mean, our silly videos?
So where are you going tomorrow, Eddie?
I don't know, possibly Wales, but I don't know. I won't know till 5 in the morning if I'm even leaving the house.
He'll lay in, he won't go anywhere. He'll be editing this video from today, I guarantee it. He will not go to Wales.
You can't come, can you?
I'm busy editing.
Love it.
That was another place I was going to suggest actually this morning. That woodland down there near Tagdeary. But the parking's not great, is it?
What woodland?
In that area.
That tells me literally nothing. That woodland in that area. Right. Well, we'll do that then, shall we?
It's not old.
Time shall we meet? Somewhere to clock.
It's something. It's not Oldmore. It's something more.
Longnor.
Longnor. That's it. That's it. We got there eventually. I thought you'd instantly know what I was on about.
I never know instantly know what you're on about.
That was on the list this morning. Well, last night rather.
Nah, there was no fog there.
I bet there was. I bet that's where it all went.
No, I came through, mate. There's one. And I jumped out my car. Sorry, I keep bumping into you. Because you're so slow.
Oh God, this path. I think the National Trust need to get some gravel down on here.
Mate, this has been up all the way from the cafe. I'm not enjoying this.
No, we never come back up this way, do we?
No, I'm not enjoying this at all. This is horseshit.
So as usual, we've had a really good morning. It's very busy here, Sunday morning on Padley Gorge. But I think we might just do 1 or 2 more shots yet. I don't think the morning is over. So let's see what else we can find. I'm just going to see how much faff there is to load it onto a tripod. So I've just disconnected it from the strap on. I'm now going to connect it. I need to take this connector off here, which I don't want to drop because I've only got one with me. Put that in the pocket. Camera on here. And then reset the camera up to take the long exposure of this waterfall. So then I'll take this off. I've got the faff of putting this back on when I can get it out of my pocket. Where is it? There it is. So I've got that faff. Screw this back on. Make sure it's nice and secure. Clip back on here. And that one bad, that one too much faff. So that's doable. When I need to use the tripod, I could have just used the tripod temporarily to take the long exposure shot. Job's a good one. So we've had a great morning in Padley Gorge. It was supposed to be. So I did do a closing to the video there. However, as I drove home and when I looked at the images that I took on the screen, my thoughts of the experience of going handheld slightly changed a little, but not too much. I really did enjoy that morning in Padley Gorge going handheld for sure. There were, as I said in the video, upsides and downsides, but my conclusion moving forward, I'm going to adopt that way of working, but within a framework. That's the important thing. So I'm going to have the camera on my side on the strap, but I'm going to take the tripod because, as we saw in the scene with Eddie, there's times when you really need to craft a composition and give it some time and put some thought into it and try different heights with the tripod, focus stack possibly, and bracket the exposures as well. And the vertical shooting, that was another important lesson that we learnt from that little scene. So there's risks, because there's a risk of obviously damaging your camera. If you fall over, you're going to whack the camera on the ground, and up on Winnet's Pass I fell over, and if that camera had been on my side, it probably would have got muddy or banged, but it wouldn't have been pleasant. So within that framework, when I'm out in a location that might be a little bit muddy, or I'm going to be climbing over stiles or going through the very strange gates that we have to go through sometimes, I think then the camera is going to be in the bag. But when I get to a location, it's going to be on the strap and ready to go. And ready to go is probably the biggest advantage of handheld, because I've been in situations just like you probably have, where I've been out and the light has all of a sudden burst out of the sky, lit up the landscape, and I've gone, right, let's get the camera out, set the tripod up. It's gone. The light's gone in a flash. So handheld will give me that opportunity to get some of the shots that I've probably missed in the past, which is going to be a bonus. So it's important. What's important with this different way of working will be to assess what the scene needs. Will it need a simple handheld shot, or will it need that crafting? That's going to be the challenge to use this particular setup. To summarise, moving forward, I'm going to go handheld with the strap, tripod when I need to use it for long exposures, for low ISO and slow shutter speed, but make that decision. So that's the future. So thank you, Mark Thorpe, for planting that seed, and yeah, let's see how we go. Let's see how we get on with it. We can always change back. There's nothing in photography that is a set rule. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. If you like this content, give the video a like. Pop a comment in the bottom. Where do you sit? Which side of the fence are you on? Tripod, handheld. Very interesting to know. And on that note, I'll see you later on video 101.